Big share of the work I did to begin with was done on in Jupyter Notebook and done with Python. I have another channel now, and it's a lot of graphics, but my original graphics were all done in Python. It's not exactly the kind of thing that's going to make a great channel for people out there that like to do image work, but people like Python is going to love this. This is an introduction. I run my Python. Most of the time I run my Jupyter Notebook out of a Docker, and I use the Docker science, and my next video will be explaining a lot more about how to get yourself set up with a Docker and start yourself a notebook up. But this is kind of to show a little bit of what I'm going to have on this channel. I'll be putting up notebooks and going through the notebooks one at a time. And I've got here's one I've got on Boolean arrays and masks. Here's how to do auto cropping, automating the GMIC scripts. Now when I talk about automating, it's not to go out there and do a picture. It's when I go out there and say, do this whole directory. And that way I wind up with hundreds of pictures, sometimes even thousands. And then you kind of do your choice on what you like through what you've got. Here's one that's blenders. Here's a blender. And what it does is it takes two images and blends them together. And it will pick images at random. So if I've got 1,000 in one directory and 1,000 in another, it can go through and make random images, and you're going to wind up with a couple 3,000 random images that aren't duplicated. You end up with more than that aren't duplicated. Some come out good, some don't. I've got I think it's called Rorschach generator, and it will generate black and white images, and it generates them all at random. It actually takes and looks at the end. It generates an image, then it looks at it and says, hey, if you've got too many separate pieces, you're no good, because I don't want something with a bunch of little dots all the way through it. I want these to look like ink blot drawings. I've got things you do with a mouse where you can actually select areas with a mouse and it will automatically crop them out for you. I've got other things where you can take, and I could take this picture right here and put it over here, and it will blend it all, everything. It'll blend it into where it belongs there. I've got mosaic makers. Mask makers, how to use FFmpeg directly from Jupyter Notebook, how to save your Jupyter Notebooks to database, how to do screen captures, how to make your own modules. Here's one, generate planets, how to generate planets, how to get faces out of an image. I've got one setup that will go to my videos, take random sections of video and look for faces in it and save the faces in a directory. I've got crawlers that will go out there and crawl and say, hey, I want to find pictures of spiders. I want to find pictures of turtles. And it will go out and find me pictures of spiders and turtles that are marked as being open source. I've got palette swap programs that will take and say you have a sky, you look up the sky with the clouds and the blue, and you take a picture of the jungle, and what it will do is take the colors of the sky and transfer them to the jungle in correct proportions. You say I want to use 20 colors of the sky and mix it with 20 colors of the jungle, and it will take and reduce the jungle to 20 it will index the coloring to 20 and then swap them out. What else got I got so many different things in there. All kind of image effects, segmentation, pointillism. What else I got in here? How to make bots. Bots opposed to Twitter. Pattern recognition. If you have a pattern you want to find, say, look through these pictures and see if you can find a bird. It'll find that bird for you. I've got different things that are here. Save image for seamless cloning. That's where you could take take a library of noses and a library of eyes and library of mouths, and it will make you pictures from picking random parts and putting them together, and put them together in the right proportion too. Here's a title and post for it'll take your picture, title it, and post it for Instagram. I mean, not for Instagram, for Twitter. A lot of windows open here. This thing. Here, here's one. Here's pictures that's made, pictures that's generated. I may have passwords in here, so I can't. Oh, I've got a lot of things in here about using SQLite 3, saving images, saving files, saving your scripts. How to make triangle art. It takes your picture and breaks it down into triangles. And see if I have any examples in here. I may have. Oh, there. These are all made of little triangles if you look at them close. So you could say I want 1,000 triangles, 100 triangles, or you give it the number you want, and it will convert your picture over to colored triangles. There's a lot to learn in here, a lot. I've been doing this for years, and I've got all these notebooks. This is one section. I've got a grand total of 800 and something notebooks, and I will stick up notebooks once in a while up on here. If I get interest, I will really go crazy with it, but I want to kind of poke with it and see if I find anybody that really wants to learn about this or play with it. I have a thorough understanding of Docker and the Jupyter notebooks. This notebook right here is it has Julian. It'll run Julian. It'll run R language or Python 3. But I've got other ones that run Python 2 that are set up to run Lua language to do text generation. It's just an amazing amount of notebooks I've saved up, and I decided I'm going to start putting these on YouTube if there's any. And there's Golang. If anybody knows Go, how to work with Go. Anyway, this is a kind of a little intro video. That's all the more it is. And if I get any remarks or anybody pays any attention to this, I'll definitely be putting more up no matter what. But if you want to know anything about the notebooks, or you want to have a notebook made about something, just let me know. Hey, thank you.